Hello, beautiful people in the world. I am your host, Essence.
And I am your host, Alondra, and you're now listening to Pretty Perspectives. Before we get started into this video, make sure to follow all of our social medias and
Like and subscribe this YouTube video and this YouTube channel if you haven't yet.
Yeah. I'm like, and
I really like your socks.
Oh, thank you.
They're so nice. Where'd you get them from?
Amazon.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, I always like the shoes. Your shoe game is nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
You look fall and festive today.
Well, I was actually in the Bay Area this evening. So the weather over there and the weather over here, it's weird. It's completely different.
Is it cold out there?
Yeah, it's cold.
Yeah.
It's still windy like here. For some reason, it's so windy today.
Yeah. This weather has really been bipolar.
I know.
Yeah.
Probably like me. You know, when it's that time of the month.
Oh my God. Yep. I'm so glad we're out of that stage.
I know. Look at us now.
We're back.
Like, yay. Last time we were like, yeah.
For real.
We were.
It smells so good in this room right now. It smells like espressos.
It smells like Starbucks.
Yes, it really does. So our tray is back here making another feature.
There's a lot going on in here.
It is.
And we're going to be making a pumpkin spice espresso martini.
Yes.
Yes. Last time we had a pumpkin spice.
It's the pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
Martini.
Yeah,
it's like a martini.
There is more of the pumpkin spice and there is more, oh yeah. There's alcohol in this one.
Yeah, there's alcohol in this one.
So make sure if you're going to do this recipe
and you're underage,
yeah, be cautious of that.
Yeah, take the vodka out, please. And you'll be good. But if you are in your grown and sexy era and want to try out, your little pumpkin, what is it? Pumpkin spice martini?
Yes.
This is the recipe for you.
I'm excited to do this.
Yeah, me too.
In this recipe, there is maple syrup, vanilla extract, heavy cream, espresso, vodka, pumpkin spice powder, ice, and pumpkin spice liqueur, something like that.
Yes, like a syrup. Yeah.
We were missing one more, Kahlua.
Yes, but the Kahlua was a huge bottle. It's like a rum, 4 espressos. And I'm not, me or Alondra.
We love coffee, but it's like, no, we're not going to finish that.
No, we're not. I'm like, what am I going to do with this after the podcast?
We're not even going to go through the video. We
probably wouldn't. Our tongues would be so loose.
Like so.
Just spilling all the tea.
Too graphic.
You ready to get into it?
Yeah, so first thing is we're going to do pumpkin puree. Oh, did I say pumpkin puree?
Yeah, okay. You said pumpkin puree. I think so.
Pumpkin puree.
I'm gonna put it into the glass,
and then we are going to do the. Oh, okay. It's all good. See, we already got the. We're gonna do pumpkin puree first.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do the pumpkin puree.
Heavy cream. There's 2 tablespoons of heavy cream.
Heavy cream. Okay. I think this is a tablespoon.
Yes.
While she's measuring that out, I'm gonna put a dash of 100% pure maple syrup. A little bit more. I just want to make it as sweet as possible, just because I love me a good dirty martini, but when it comes to espressos, I don't like anything too strong.
No.
And then a dash of vanilla, right?
Yes.
Does the pumpkin liqueur goes into this mixture or no?
Not this. So with this first 4 ingredients, we're making like a foam that's going to go on top. So you're going to do a little bit of pumpkin spice powder in here.
Okay.
While I'll mix this, you can go ahead and mix the
shaker.
Oh, actually, we'll wait.
Okay.
Because you have to mix the vodka the vanilla extract,
Mm-hmm.
and the pumpkin spice liqueur.
Okay. So she's mixing again the foam that goes on top of our espresso martini mix. So, and did we put? Oh yeah, we did put the heavy whipped cream.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. That looks and smells so amazing. It doesn't look like what it looked like on.
It doesn't.
No, I'm not sure why. It may be because of the rum goes in the other one. Maybe we need to mix it a little bit more. Thank you so much for the interaction on the last video.
You did so good.
You guys came through. You guys is what makes us go on, you know?
Kind of want to add a little bit more of this.
Oh.
Make it a little thicker.
Oh, yum.
Okay.
Is it getting thicker?
Yeah.
Mine is getting thick, I think. Is it foaming over?
Kinda, not really.
Mine isn't either. It's okay. You get it. We need a frother.
I know. TikTok shop. Okay. I'm just gonna leave mine like that.
Okay. Over while it sits.
So.
Okay. Next part.
Now we are. I forgot the amount of espresso.
Oh.
We can do half and half.
I measured it out for us.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll measure it out. So let's put the ice in here. And is that good? Maybe that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we doing it all in one? Or one by one?
We can do it all in one.
All in one, right?
Yeah, we can do it all in one. So we're gonna put our espresso shots in here. This is 2 ounces. That is 2 ounces. Vodka. And then we're gonna put
our our pumpkin
liqueur, syrup. Okay. Does the vanilla extract need to be in here? Let's see. I think.
No.
I don't think so.
No,
I think it's just these 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to shake.
You ready? Don't forget to. You got it?
Do the honors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa, it's getting really cold.
Let's
Okay.
Good there?
Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, I think that's good enough.
Okay, so now just gonna pour. I know it's a little hard.
Yeah.
There we go.
Alright, let's pour.
Oh.
That looks so amazing. Okay.
That'll be fine that way.
And then pour a little bit of this in there.
Where'd it go? I think because it's not foamy enough. Oh, let's see if this doesn't spill.
Whoa. You want to sip it down a little bit? All right, this is our first time making it. Does it taste good?
Essence.
Yeah.
This is good.
Okay. Now we gotta put the powder on top. Oh, we got the little garnishes. Let's see. I'm gonna put 1. I hope this doesn't sink to the bottom.
It probably won't. I'll have you hand me my phone after you put that.
2,
This looks so cute.
3. 1, 2.
The foamy part is what helps them stay.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna put one more. That looks so nice. Oh, we gotta put the little pumpkin spice powder. This is where the powder comes into play. Okay, ready? Oh, this looks so cute! Stop it! Guys, look at our little martini.
This camera. It's gonna be a video, okay?
Okay.
Let's take a picture like this.
Guys, we gotta get our Insta pics before we take a sip. Yummy, yummy, yum.
Perfect.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a sip. Here, let me move in and just a tap it more, just so we can get us in frame. Cheers. Mmm. Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is good.
Girl, stop.
I think this is gonna be my new fall cocktail.
This is so I'm not lying, guys. This is pretty good.
This is good, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh yep.
Wait, hold
on. let's
Wait.
What is this?
Give me 20 of them right now.
Tell me this isn't good.
This is so good. I highly, highly recommend anyone who has not tried an espresso martini to try this recipe. I've had a recipe before in the past, and it comes nothing close to this.
This is the first time I have one.
No way, really?
Yes.
So this is the best one that I have had ever. And I love my martinis. I'm a martini gal.
Oh my god.
It looks so cute.
This is so good.
It is good.
At first, the spice can be very empowering. But the aftertaste, creamy, coffee. Is coffee a word?
Yeah, espresso-y.
There you go.
Yeah, it's very creamy, espresso-y. Everything that you want in an espresso martini, it's in. You don't even taste, and I think it's a dangerous thing. You don't taste the
alcohol.
No, you don't.
You can't.
It literally tastes like a espresso latte that you would get from Starbucks.
Not sponsored by nobody.
Yeah, this isn't
This
sponsored.
is so good.
We did our thing.
I
think this is our big one. You want me to put it over to the side? This is so good. Ooh, I'll pass it to you when you want some more.
I think it's the espresso that is like, whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Espresso and vodka. Look at us. But how are you?
I'm doing well. I did my everything shower last night.
Ooh,
it didn't take. Okay. I mean, it took me. Let's just say I didn't get done with my everything shower until 12 in the morning. I wasn't in the shower at that time.
It's because there's a buildup for everything.
It takes time, right? I got in the shower. I exfoliated. After I exfoliated, I shaved. After I shaved, I washed my hair. After I washed my hair, I got out. I did a dermaplaning facial. and then I put on my chemical peel. After I put on
Uh-huh.
my chemical peel, after I let that sit, I put on my mask. And
Ooh.
then as that was sitting, as I was, basking in my mask, I did my toenails,
Okay.
lotioned up. Don't forget that. Lotioned up
Not
and
the lotion,
everything. And then
yeah.
right after, I let my hair air dry a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Um, I did my blowout for
Okay.
the night, and then I head to bed.
You had a whole makeover
I
last
did.
night.
I did. I
Honestly,
felt
I think those
amazing.
are probably the best things that you could do for yourself.
Yeah.
Just like do everything. Yeah.
So when do you do your everything, like shower or everything?
Never.
Is it usually before your menstrual cycle or after?
Probably after.
I do mine
Because
after
I
too.
just, I'm like, even after, like, there's still, once your period ends, like, there's still things,
Yes. Yeah.
getting out of your body. So you just want to make sure all of that is out.
Yeah.
And then that's when I'm like, okay, maybe I can start shaving now. Now I can actually just be bald everywhere.
Yes.
Absolutely everywhere.
Yes.
Lotion up and everything. My hair too. So I think afterwards, yeah.
Yeah.
Even
Same
though,
here.
like, don't get me wrong, but now that cold season is coming, I really don't shave my legs.
No.
No.
I mean, why?
For what?
Why?
Like, for what?
We're gonna have pants on,
Tights,
leggings,
sweatpants. I'm
yeah.
like, I think I'm starting already. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really like shaving during the winter.
No.
No.
It depends.
It depends where I'm going, like.
You know what? Subconsciously, I don't shave. I think it's in the month of October or November. October or November, that's when the breast cancer awareness is, and you don't shave.
Mm-hmm.
And growing up, I see my dad just like, he's a huge advocate. Like, he will donate, he won't shave. Like, he's a huge advocate for breast cancer awareness, just because it's like a family thing. It's like a genetic thing, and so he doesn't shave. Like, he sticks to his. So subconsciously,
you don't either.
Yeah, in that month, I don't. I try not to, obsess about it. I don't know if I'm sick. I think that there is like a little breast cancer awareness action that when you don't shave. I'm not sure what it is. But that's what I heard, and that's what I seen from my dad.
Allegedly.
I could be wrong. Yeah, I could be wrong, but that's what I seen for my dad
from
as a way of supporting breast cancer.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Yeah. You know how people, like, they go walking, running, walking for breast and donating money and stuff like that. That's
another way of doing it.
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Well, talking about like events and stuff like that. In October, have you thought of any costumes?
Okay, any costumes? we do have that thing coming up, and nobody, absolutely, it's like nobody did not tell us which costume we should go.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that the whole time.
Okay, so I was thinking about this though.
Okay.
About this costume soiree, this Halloween soiree party. I feel like you should wear the costume that will make you feel confident. And make you feel good in a festive spirit. I feel like I shouldn't.
Girl, don't tell me that before I pop out and they're like, "Who is that?" Like that scene from Mean Girls that she pops up with like the bride, like the dead bride. That would probably be me, and I don't think I would have put myself out there like that. I like scary stuff. Maybe that's not a good thing.
I think it is a good thing.
Like, I like looking scary.
Yeah. But I feel like I should not have so much control over what we should be putting on, because it's a way of expressing yourself. What if you? And I was thinking about this. I'm like, what if you don't want to be Spider-Man? What if you don't? I
like Spider-Man. I actually
do. As Harry Potter.
But we're actually a couple weeks away from it. If you think about it,
we are. I kind of want to be Spider-Man.
Hey, whatever floats your boat. Right? Sorry, guys. That espresso martini is making me.
It's okay.
Burp.
So I think I'm gonna go with the Spider-Man.
Okay.
You can go with because you've been thinking about Medusa.
Yeah.
You've
I've been
been
thinking about
wanting to do that.
Medusa, Poison Ivy. I just want this year, I want to focus on getting out of my comfort zone,
Hmm.
even when it comes to like Halloween stuff.
Okay.
Cause yeah, you could do like the makeup, the just plain black outfit or something like that. But it's like, no, this year
No, you
I want
gotta
to
go
go
all
all
out.
out,
Have
all
to.
out. I don't care where I'm going. I don't care if I'm going down the street. I don't care if I'm going to Walmart or whatever.
To work.
I don't care.
I probably will come into work with a
Yeah,
costume on
cause
this
it's on a
season.
what, Tuesday, Thursday?
I'm not sure.
I
It's on the
think
31st, so it
yeah, I think it's on a
maybe.
Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? Halloween is on the 31st, right?
Let's check
Let's
our
check. But I
calendars.
think I'm gonna be Spider-Man. I'm gonna be
Yes.
Spider-Man. I'm gonna go to the Halloween. Yep, on a Thursday, on the
Perfect.
31st.
We'll see each other.
Yep, and yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna go for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you'll see me dress up. You don't have to dress up as Spider-Man.
Oh no, I'm dressing up as something, but I'm
Yeah,
dressing up as something.
yeah. But
Um,
we should actually. I'm not sure if you're gonna do all of your shopping online.
Most likely.
Okay, because
Or
I
it
think there's some
depends.
Spider-Man at Spirit, some Spider-Man
Yeah.
costumes at Spirit, but I have to probably get fitted for it because
Yeah.
it is typically for men.
Yeah, that's the thing that like Spirit Halloween, like the stores, the girls that they project on those freaking costumes are like so fit and everything just fits so well on them. But I'm like, when I wear it, girl, there's like loose stuff in the back. I'm like,
No
I can't be
way.
doing that.
Yeah,
No.
no. Yeah, you gotta shop
Yeah.
somewhere
So
where
I think I'm just gonna do more of like DIY. I really like the idea of Jasmine.
you should go for Jasmine.
But
That
yeah.
outfit that's sitting in your shopping cart,
It's still there.
you should get that
Yeah.
one. I think that's what
Still
you should
there.
go for, Disney
Yeah.
princess.
God, I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah, you should do it.
Um, what was I gonna ask? What about like, are you doing any like couples
Like
costume?
costumes?
Have you thought about
Mm,
that or no? It's more like a you thing.
just a me thing,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think Jaime will. I don't think that's his favorite season
No.
of
What
the.
about pumpkin patches?
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I have to go to. We probably
We
should
have
go
to.
to a pumpkin patch or a haunted house.
Ooh, haunted houses.
I can see
Yeah.
us doing a haunted house. Let's do it.
We
I
have
think
to.
there's some in Sacramento, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
we
have
can.
those huge ones.
Yeah, we should definitely do that
I've
this coming
seen
Halloween.
Halloween Horror Nights.
Hmm.
I think it started already, but I guess they chase you.
No, I can't be chased. I'll put hands on someone. Like they'll be running up on me.
Do not text me. I think they chase you, but they can't touch you.
Okay.
But still, like
Yeah.
they could be so close to you, but I mean, yeah, they won't touch you.
There's something like that in my hometown.
Oh, heck
In my
no.
hometown, there's something called Scaremare, and it
Uh-huh.
happens every fall season. As soon as fall gets here, they start setting up uh this spot,
Uh-huh.
and it's the event is conducted by Liberty University. So it's a university
Uh-huh.
that puts on. It's called Scaremare, and it's similar to that. They have like different, in like monsters or something like that. They chase you around.
Uh-huh.
So it's a lot. There's this one room that spins around. I don't know how they do it. I do not know how they do it, but it spins like the room is spinning. I don't know how they do it, but it's pretty cool. And they have the nerve at the end of the entire, you know, event of
Yeah.
you getting chased by these monsters. At the very end, they give you a Bible. They sit you down. They ask you if you want to give your life to Jesus. After they tormented you.
They do that?
Yes.
There's no way they do that.
They like, this is what hell is. Like, if you don't save your soul, if you don't save yourself and come to Jesus, this is what you're going to be suffering in eternal hell.
Is that legal?
I don't
Oh, I know I've seen like places where sign yourself up. Like once you go in there, like then they can torture you. But like you are the one, signing it. Like I am willing, to allow anything or whatever happened to me, and they're not responsible for it.
I think you buy a ticket. I do not remember me signing anything though.
Yeah. Well, that like the ones that I'm talking about, I've seen like videos about it. So
yeah,
I'm
me
like,
too. I know what you're talking
like I
about.
get it, Halloween, it's cool and everything, but why the heck would you sign yourself up for something like that?
Yeah,
where they can like
that's
pretty
too
much
far.
shave your head or like do whatever.
I've seen that before.
No, thank you.
Yeah, that's just going too far.
That's too spooky.
And I was thinking about that. I'm like, how are you going to sit these people down after you done tortured them and ran with them with a chainsaw without the chain on it? Give them a Bible and send them on their way.
Are you okay? You need help? Absolutely not.
But it's the entire talk of the town back at home. Like people really go. They take their weekend off or something to take themselves. High school kids go. I went in high school. Yeah. Yeah.
No, yes, it's funny because yesterday I was spending my goddaughter's birthday party. Well, I got there pretty late, but it was late at night already. So we were all sitting at the table, and there's like this giant window by the kitchen. It's keep in mind it's dark already, and she just yells like, well, she doesn't yell, but she says it out loud like, "Oh, there's monsters right there." And we just stayed quiet and we looked and we're like, there's no monsters here. Well, like, let's not go there.
Like, let me go ahead and be mischievous.
Yeah, there's monsters right there. I'm like, no, there isn't.
She's so cute.
It's scary. Because they say, like, oh, like, kids can probably see, like, further things.
Yeah.
Or even dogs.
Oh, yeah. I highly believe that dogs...
I believe in that dogs can do that.
Yeah, can sense energy or entity because they're... You never know.
You don't know what life they've lived before that.
No. Nope. Okay, I have a question for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes.
What's the craziest thing that's happened to you in the treatment room?
The craziest thing. I'm trying to think. So far, nothing too crazy. Not sure if it's too personal, but I don't know if it would be okay. Yeah, I mean, fine, right?
We can cut it out if you don't want to. Yeah. You don't have to say it if you don't want to.
It's when I was treating this girl for a specific service, and she was telling me the reason behind it, why she was getting it. She wanted to get crazy with her man. She wanted to go wild and out and content, stuff like that.
No.
Yes, I was like,
way. You were getting her prepared to be lights, camera, action.
Yeah, I was like, hey, put the credits under there, please. I would say that was probably like, she was like, yeah, like, it's the first time, like, I want to get, crazy with my man, and I'm so excited. She was happy. I'm like, hey, girl, you do you,
Yeah, for sure.
I'll help you. Clearly, I'm helping you somehow. And yeah,
I hope you got every single hair.
Oh yeah, I did. And then after we were done, I was like, well, you have fun. Be safe. I think that was probably one of like the first interactions that I had that I was like, whoa, okay, and you get in a lot of those situations where, keep in mind, like, this is work, like, this is something that you're doing and you're getting paid for. But then again, like, let's be realistic. Like, some people come here to do those things.
Yeah.
And they're so open about it.
Yeah, they are.
And they don't care what you think. They're just like, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have fun tonight.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, oh, I mean.
That is definitely an example of people be telling their, and I say, those things that your client tell to you, we don't judge.
Honestly,
do not judge at all.
No, like, next time you come around, I would be like, so how was it?
Like, you really want to know. Like,
I'm like, tell me to see, how was it?
No, for real.
Like, you just get into that personal, like,
yes,
level with your clients sometimes that you create friendships sometimes, honestly.
Yeah.
And you get clients like of either gender, either profession, and they have their wild side, you know, like the treatment room is where they just don't care. But then there's situations where you're like, okay, no,
Yeah.
this is not.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a situation like that?
I have. One of the craziest thing that has happened to me was actually last year around summertime. Uh, Last year I had this client, tall, big, masculine man,
Uh-huh.
right? He's
Oh.
older,
Oh.
and I kid you not, he smelled like urine. It was
Mhm.
really, really bad.
Mhm.
And this client, used to come in for a microdermabrasion treatment. And you know, me and you know how to prepare our clients for
Yeah.
that. Every time they come in, not every time, but the first time they come in, you give them a protocol on how
Yeah.
to
In
get
every
themselves prepared.
service, yeah.
Yeah.
What to
So,
do, where to leave their stuff, yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
And so, in this 30-minute treatment, there is no need, it is not necessary for any type of clothing to come off,
No.
especially because you have just one sheet on the table,
Right.
right?
Uh-huh.
So, and this man knows that. You
Yeah.
know, he knew because he's been coming for more than a month, like more than three
Oh,
months,
okay,
right?
okay.
So he already knows the routine.
Yeah.
So, he comes in. I go to wash my hands in the. I'm still in the room. I turn my back to my client, washing my hands, and he takes his shirt off, or he took his shirt off. I turn back around. I'm like, you don't need to take your shirt off. You can just put it back on and get back onto the table. He's like, no, I don't want to get product on my shirt. Mind you, I never got product on his shirt. I always drape his shirt with like a hand towel.
And you've done this like before.
Yeah, we've
Okay,
done it
yeah.
before, right? And he had never complained about getting product on his shirt. So, I'm like, you don't have to take your shirt off. Put your shirt back on and you can get on the table.
Mhm.
And he's like, I don't see why it's a big deal. I'm just taking my shirt off. I'm like, no, can you please put your shirt back on and get onto the table? We'll do
Mhm.
your 30-minute microderm. So he puts his shirt on, but before he gets onto the table, he's like, okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom. So he goes to the bathroom. He comes back and he's still talking about the shirt. He gets onto the table, but he's still talking about his shirt and how he wanted to take his shirt off and he thought that it was the best option for him to take. And at this moment, I didn't want to escalate the situation.
Right.
Like, I did not want to argue with this man about him taking off his shirt. And also another thing is that I'm a female, he's a male, he's huge. And I'm in this close room with the door closed. I need to conduct myself as if, I'm going to, like, professionally,
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah.
not
At the
escalate
end
and
of the day,
argue.
like we're professionals. If we interact with you like somehow like, you know, like chit chatting or, you know, we're cracking jokes and stuff, there's still a boundary of professionalism that we still have to follow.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. And so afterwards, we check him out, and he's still talking about the shirt. And you could tell that he was really upset.
you
could tell that he was upset, especially if he keeps bringing it up.
Yeah.
And so I put him on the schedule, but I did not feel comfortable with seeing him another time. So I just put him on the schedule just so, again, not to escalate the situation.
Right.
Right? If I tell this man, no, you cannot rebook with me, go somewhere else, that will make him really upset,
Yeah.
right? So I put him on my books and I'm like, okay. I took it to higher up. I took it to our boss. And I was like, this didn't make me feel comfortable. May I take him off or can I not see him? I did not want to see him again because it just did not sit well with me in my spirit. And she was like, yeah, that's fine. And mind you, before you came in, I was working until maybe 7 o'clock or 8 sometimes, and that's when the sun goes down. So it's pretty late when he came in. So it gets worse, guys. So that I take him off my schedule, right? And my mom comes into town the next month, the following month, and she comes to visit me at work. And mind you, I did not have this person on my schedule. I took him off, and his appointment was nowhere in the near future, right? But he comes back in, and my mom was sitting in the lobby area with this guy, and I come out and I see that he's sitting on the couch in the lobby area. I'm like, hello, how are you? He's like, he didn't say anything like hi or anything. He was like, why'd you take me off your schedule? And I was explaining it's because you kept bringing up your shirt situation. It didn't make me feel comfortable, and it seemed like you were very upset. He's like, then why did you take me, well, why did you rebook, why did you take my tip, why did you do this, why did you even check me out for that service? Like, basically, why'd you check me out, why'd you take my money? Like, because I gave you a service
at the end of the day.
Yeah, and you wanted to tip. I never forced your hand to tip me. You tipped yourself. You can leave the tip there,
or you just don't leave a tip.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're like, well, why'd you
and
take
I'm
my
big
tip?
on that. Yeah, like even myself, like I don't have to tip you.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to tip us.
Mm-hmm.
It's a choice.
It's a choice.
Yeah.
He's like, well, why'd you take my tip? He got so upset.
Oh my god.
So upset to the point where another one of our, people who works here had to come into the lobby area and tell that person to leave because it was getting so out of hand. Mind you, I did not say anything. I was very polite, professional. I didn't want to escalate it. And my mom was sitting right there and witnessing this entire thing. And I'm like, okay, I'm glad I did not, because you never know. What if it had happened again this time around? Or what if not that scenario, right? What if another scenario happens?
Yeah.
A different curated situation, and it made you feel uncomfortable. You say something, you never know. Never know.
Yeah, that's a little tough. And I mean, for the people watching, like, this profession it's so, like, you can enjoy this profession, but we come across situations like this where sometimes we're like, whoa, like, what do we do? To a certain extent, you know, I'm not trying to say anything like against men or anything, but to a certain extent, getting a facial can be very, like, personal, very how do I explain this? It's a very relaxing, but it's such a, like,
let's see, it's getting a facial, you're coming into close proximity, you're touching someone, and you have to make sure that you are protecting yourself.
Yeah.
And you are making sure that your environment, the conversation is safe.
And it's not like,
and I'm not saying that we don't take men. I do. I enjoy giving men, especially the ones with the beard.
Yeah, because they need to take care of it.
Yeah, but you have to really, especially because there's so many massage parlors that are not doing things properly. So it's creating that space where everyone else is being put in this box that they aren't in. They're very professional. So as a professional, you have to really scout your clients out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a tough situation to go by, because I mean, you can only be so, you can, how do I explain?
Lenient.
Yeah, like once, like, the disrespect is there, it's like, okay, like, at the end of the day, I'm a professional, but I'm also a human being. I am a woman, and I'm not gonna let you disrespect me like that either.
Yeah.
Like, it's only and the way you took that situation, props to you.
Thank you. That was my first situation where I ran into it, and I was like lost of words, but I went internally into my head, and I was looking at it from a bird's eye view.
Yeah.
In the moment, because I was like, whoa, I was right. This situation could have took a,
just because of the
different turn.
Like, this person really took time out of their day to come in here.
out of their day, and they were not scheduled.
No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
And
Trust your gut.
Yes, please trust your gut. If you're in any type of situation where you feel unsafe,
And that's like regardless of the gender. Like
regardless of the
it does not
gender.
matter. Like
Mm-mm.
it really doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It's your safety at the end of the day.
yeah, and that's being here has taught me a lot, especially since everyone here is an independent contractor,
Mm-hmm.
and they have techniques to comb out all of the nonsense
Yeah.
of clients.
I've
Yeah,
learned from them.
yeah,
Yeah, because sometimes you need that. At the end of the day, there's professionals out there, and that's something huge that I'm glad I ended up where I am now,
mm-hmm.
because I'm surrounded by professionals that regardless of what they're doing, they have so much experience. And sometimes
Mm-hmm.
when you're in situations like that, you're like, okay, how do I go about this situation? Like, hey, so and so, like, what can I do? Like, what do I do? Like, what do I say? It helps you to be surrounded by those type of professionals and people
Yeah,
around you that know what to do and that have the experience. Because
yeah,
if you just go out of your reaction, out of the way that you're feeling right there and then, it's not gonna go pretty.
no, it's not, and
Especially
it
I know
isn't.
myself, so I'm like,
Yeah,
no, like
yeah.
I may seem very classy, very cutesy, but I don't know. I feel like once I get upset, it's like it's not.
Yeah, because you're put in a difficult situation where the stress is high.
Yeah.
And when anybody is put in that situation, they do things that are out of their character, out of their
Yeah.
norm, just because they're taken out of their normal, environment into something very stressful. And that situation just okay, so I learned in that situation to okay, so let's go back. Listen,
Mhm.
let me express like what I learned, okay, in that situation. One thing that I learned is to assess the situation. Now, if someone was mistaken, right? They really didn't know. It's the first time, okay, that's fine. But if someone has been coming often and they're doing something out of their norm, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
Take that into consideration. Okay, I'm not saying not see that client, but if they are going to the extent of continuing to bring something up and to express their frustration to you, I would have said, okay, I'm going to check you out. However, I have other recommendations where you can go to get your 30-minute services
Mhm.
that will best suit you.
Mhm.
I don't think this is the right fit for us.
Because that's the thing, like, the way we do things here, it might be different at other places. Like in
Uh-huh.
other places, okay, you know what, that's their protocol. Like you
Mm-hmm.
can remove, but when we've been taught, this whole time it's like this is how it is, and this
Mm-hmm.
is how, professionally, this is how we're gonna keep it.
Yep, that's how we're going to keep
And
it.
that's the best way that makes us comfortable too.
Mm-hmm.
In order for us to give you good service, we have to be comfortable too.
Exactly.
So yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
that's a good thing.
So that's what I learned. Just to phrase it, okay, I'm going to give you some recommendations that will be best fit for you because I don't think this is working out for us,
Mm-hmm.
and send them on their way. And then that's it, because I felt like I could have, done things different for that person not to get as upset as they did, So I'm not saying that I'm not seeing my fault in it,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes any type of
Yeah.
sense at all. Some in some situations I could have conducted myself a little better. I'm not
Yeah.
saying what I did was wrong. What I did was an amateur move,
Yeah.
something that I completely did not know about this situation. I've
Right.
never been brought with this situation before, so of course I'm going to act in such a
Mm-hmm.
way. But now since I'm more experienced,
Yeah.
I know how to conduct myself in those situations. You know, yeah,
Oh, yeah. I
yeah.
think I've gotten into a similar situation, but not quite. There was a client that came in, and when clients come in and they fill out like their questionnaire, they can say like, "Oh, I'm dealing with acne, dry skin, and those are my concerns." But once you come in here and we actually look at your skin, it's completely the opposite. Like, you don't need anything that you just mentioned. You don't need it. It's the opposite. And I mean, I say this because we see it and we know, and most of the time, I mean, we know exactly what each protocol is based on the skin, right?
Yeah.
So there was this client that came in. Yeah, I would say she was maybe like 50s probably. And in the questionnaire, she mentioned that she was dealing with a lot of acne. And I'm like, okay, I mean, as soon as she comes in, I see no acne on her skin. So I was like, okay. Comes in, do the same thing, cleanse and everything, see under the lamp. And then that's when I mentioned her, like, oh, like, are you taking like any medication? And she was like, yes. She started naming the medications and blood thinners too. And as soon as I seen her skin, I'm like, I can't, extract anything. Because as soon as I touch her skin, like, it gets so red. So I was like, that's not what we're doing.
Yeah.
And she starts telling me like, oh yeah, like I have, like blemishes here and there. And I'm telling her like, oh, I mean, based on what I'm looking at, what I'm recommending to do today is let's focus on hydrating your skin a little bit more. You're dealing with some dehydration in your skin. Get your skin flowing a little bit more, stimulating and stuff. But as far as blemishes, I don't, physically like see anything there.
Yeah, you have the mag lamp up.
Yeah. And she was like, no, like, can you do extractions? And I was like, well, I wouldn't recommend it. I don't feel comfortable doing extractions on you because just by touching your skin, you're really, really sensitive. And I don't want to get to the point where either like I bruise your skin by lightly touching it. I don't feel comfortable.
Especially with the blood thinners.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable doing that. And she was like, well, why am I here then? And I was like, keep in mind, I'm like, okay, what do I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do in there?
Yeah.
And I once again told her, like, I don't feel comfortable doing extractions on you because you don't need extractions.
Yeah.
I don't want to, do something to your skin that later on you're gonna, say like, oh, well, she did this to me.
Yes, exactly.
Especially if beforehand I am, recommending and telling you that you don't need this.
Yeah.
For the best of yourself, you don't need this.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, can you just try? And I'm like I don't feel comfortable doing this. And I said, why don't we do this first, and then in your next appointment, then we look into other options. Instead
like
of
other treatments.
Yeah, other treatments that are going to be suitable for you. If you feel like you need that extra exfoliation, let's do that. And she was like, okay, then there's no point of me coming here then, because that's what I came for extractions. And I was like, oh, okay. At that point, after that, she just stayed quiet, and she was like, just do whatever you want to do. And I'm like, okay.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's like awkward.
It's awkward because I don't want to harm this lady. And when I say harm, it's not like, I'm going to be like, put my bun up and start. No. But it's like, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to do that because I know she doesn't need that. And especially like the type of medication she was taking, like, I know that I'm not supposed to be doing that. So I'm not going to go, out of my way to go out of the protocol.
Yeah.
Just so me and this client are like this. I don't want to do that because then at the end of the day, it's not going to be good for her.
Yeah, it's doing her a disservice.
Yeah. So after that, like, she never like talked throughout the service. I checked her out and I was like, have a good day. It was nice meeting you. And she was like, yeah. And she left. And I was like, ugh. It started making me feel like, oh my God, like, did I do something wrong? Like, that was the first interaction. Like, this lady, like, we were going back and forth. I'm like, ma'am, you don't need any extractions.
Yeah.
That is added into our facial.
Yeah.
But
it's not necessary.
It's not necessary all the time.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I have a client who literally has no extractions to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, I'm like, okay, we're going to skip the extraction because there's no need for you to do extractions. Like, it's unethical at this point. If I'm doing something that doesn't need to be done, same thing. You're gonna be bruised up. You're gonna have red spots everywhere
No,
that
like,
isn't necessary.
it's not necessary.
So what I'll do is just do extra massages, during our, more relaxing treatment.
Yes.
What did you learn from that experience? Like, what did you take from that appointment that will help you in the next appointment?
I think really understanding what they need, like making sure I know exactly what they're in here for, because it can be misleading, like, to them too. They come in here, and facials can be very much like, oh, like they're here to literally detoxify and cleanse your skin 100%, and everything like is going to be out of there. But no, sometimes it's not like that. And that's something that I think I learned, really understanding what they need, and understanding that it doesn't matter, I don't know how to explain this, that at the end of the day I'm doing a good job.
Yeah.
And I need to reassure myself that, because I can't lie, I was like overthinking on, I was like, maybe I didn't say the right thing, or maybe I could have, but it's like, no, but I know that's not right.
Yeah.
So it's like understanding that, Alondra, you're doing a good job, and it was the best, and you felt it in your gut, like, no, you know what, I can't do this, because if I do this, and then if she comes back and she tells me there's something wrong going on with her skin, then that's when it's not gonna be good for me.
Yeah, you're right, because I've had some stories told from my my director that was when I was in beauty school, and she was telling us about the story where this older lady came in, and she literally was about to get on a cruise. And this is in it's not in Miami, it was in New Jersey, right? So it was in the northeast, right? On the East Coast.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And this lady came in, she was like, okay, I want a chemical pill. I want a chemical pill.
Gosh.
I gotta get on this boat. I want the best chemical pill that you can give me. She's like, I'm not giving you a chemical pill. She, not in that way, but that's what she said. And she kept insisting, no, I want a chemical pill. I want a chemical pill. My director was like, you're about to get onto a cruise in the dead summer time, in the dead smack center in July. And you're about to go and drink your margaritas, lay out in the sun by the pool,
a tan,
and you want a chemical pill?
No.
Absolutely not. So she's like, oh, okay, fine. So she goes somewhere else. She goes somewhere else to get her chemical pill, gets on the boat, come back, and her skin is trashed. And she comes back to her, and she was like, can you help me? My skin, it has so many hyperpigmentation. It's really bad. She's like, did you go get a chemical pill? When's the last time you got a chemical pill? She's like, right before my cruise.
No.
She was like, oh, okay. But in that moment, she was the point of the story with her, saying, telling that story for us to learn that it's okay to say no when it's the ethical thing. It's okay to say, this isn't for you. My professional opinion is we do this, this, and that because it's the best option for you in your situation.
Yeah.
So that's what I learned with that situation. When someone comes to me and they ask for a chemical pill when they don't need it, or it's not a good thing, it's okay to say no.
Yeah.
And if they don't take it, then they don't take it. They can go somewhere else. And they may learn from that mistake, or they may not.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure that lady learned.
Yeah. At least your conscious, your professional
conscious is
like,
clear. I felt, after that, I can't lie, I was like, oh my god, like, I overthinking myself. But then I was like, you know what? That was probably the best thing I did.
Yeah.
Say no.
Yeah.
It was awkward. I can't lie. Afterwards, it was a little awkward. But I'm like, I know at least this lady's gonna leave. Her skin is glowing, but
she wasn't satisfied, and that's okay.
That's fine.
That's okay. She will come back. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I hope you guys are not hearing this music.
I know.
In the
I
background.
know. It's like really loud.
It is so loud. It's nice,
but
no. And I think this liquor is kicking. Because I'm vibing. I'm not sure about you.
Like, yeah.
After this podcast, I think I'm gonna make my way over there.
Hey guys. But yeah, those are some crazy
yeah, situations that,
and I'm sure we're gonna come across a lot more.
Yeah,
but we're learning.
Yeah, we're learning. Yeah, I think the whole thing of this story of our
every situation is
okay
like
to say.
It's okay to say no. Yeah,
it's okay to say no to any situation that you put yourself in. Say no to any client that you don't feel comfortable with working with. That is okay. As a professional, at the end of the day, you should be okay with saying no.
You should be comfortable, you know, to do what you do.
Yeah.
You can't just go about it. You know?
Like,
and there's like, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
It's okay.
Like, I remember this one time I was waxing somebody and I accidentally like pinched him with the tweezers. I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. And they're like, no, she's fine. Like, she told me, she's like, no, it's okay. It's okay. I'm like, no, I'm so sorry because I know that hurts. I do it to myself all the time. And I know that hurts. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
And she was like, no, it's okay. But I kept thinking, I'm like, man, like, what if that really hurt her? She was just trying to be nice. I felt so bad. But it's like, there's going to be situations where clients are actually like, okay, cool, you're the professional. I trust you.
Exactly.
And then there's going to be situations where it's not going to go like that.
Yeah. But honestly, the first part of what you said is most likely the most that you get.
Yeah.
You know, most
don't be scared. Yes. Like, for the most part.
Exactly. For the most part, this profession is awesome. Mm-hmm. Getting to build those relationships and getting to provide a service that'll make other people feel confident in their skin. It's amazing. It overshadows actually I wouldn't say the bad part because you can get yourself out of any situation, but the dark side of that situation. And I also want to put in if your workplace, wherever you're working at, any spa that you're working at, if they don't give you that confidence for you to have control over the situations that you put yourself in, say if you don't want to see a client because they make, head for the door. Okay, run. Because if that institute is not putting you first, your safety first, you first as a professional, you don't need to be there. No, not at all.
I think that's how I felt with working here. I feel like I was like, okay, like, this is me.
Yeah.
You know, any client that I get, this is me. Like, I am comfortable in being here and doing what I do because I'm allowed that freedom, you know, of being professional, of being myself, and I feel safe.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
we are blessed. We got blessed with this place. We did, for sure.
Look at us now.
Look at us now.
Literally.
It's a great conversation. Is there anything else you want to go over before we close out?
I think that's it. It was a good combo, a very much needed combo.
It is.
Because it happens a lot.
We spilled the tea.
Oh, we did.
Yes, we did.
Look at us.
I'm going to chug this just because
I feel like it's kind of sitting there.
Yes.
That it's getting a little.
Yeah. But I feel like we're getting down into the liqueur part, like the pumpkin syrup part. It's so good. I love this.
Wow. Oh,
this is amazing.
This was so good.
Alondra chose this one today.
Yeah. Last time it was Essence, but this one I was like, let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this.
This was good.
It's so amazing. We'll probably have to make this one more time. Maybe off camera or something like that.
Yeah, we will. We will not be putting
this amazing. This is amazing.
Here, girl, have you put that over there?
Okay. All right, you ready to close out?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you all for tuning into today's video. We definitely appreciate the interaction. that you guys have been showing us, and we're growing slowly but surely. And I am so proud of you, Alondra.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, thank you.
Proud of us.
Yes, and thank you guys. You guys continue to go off in the comments. We see the comments, and we also see those likes and also the views. For our YouTube listeners, don't forget to like and subscribe this podcast episode, and share this video with a friend if you care.
Yeah. I just wanted to add a little bit something. You know when they say consistency is key? I have proven myself that doing this podcast. Literally. It's only been a little bit of growth, but it has been enough for us to be like, okay, you know what? We're doing something right. And I just wanted to say that I was like, at first I'm like, oh, it's so cliche saying like consistency is key. But no, consistency is everything in everything that you do.
Yeah.
And clearly it's been working with Pretty Perspectives.
It has. Pretty Perspectives. Oh my God. That's
I know.
You want to close out on
Yes, ma'am. For Spotify listeners, please rate this episode. Share if you care, and let us know what was your favorite part of this episode.
Yeah.
And we'll definitely be sharing the recipe down in the description. That way you guys can get a little taste. But only if you're 21 and older, and if you're not, make sure you take that liquor out of it.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Drink responsibly, please.
Don't drink and drive.
No.
All right.
But yeah, this was fun.
It was fun. Thank you for showing up, Alondra.
Thank you.
Came all the way from Concord, right?
Oh, yes, I did.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
We'll talk to you later.